Britney Spears has finally addressed this infamous event in her memoir, The Woman in Me. So back in 2019, shortly before Britney Spears was placed in a facility against her will, she did a huge public event to announce the Domination Residency in Vegas. But the event was weird. Mario Lopez was there announcing her. They did a whole light and video show projected onto the actual resort that was to her music, all for her to rise up from the stage, smile and wave, and then pass right by the interviewer and say nothing. I'll show a few quick clips and then I will read to you what Britney says about it in her book. But ultimately, this event here was used to put her away because she was rebelling and no longer going along with the plan. And the plan was to make money for her father.
All right, everyone, we are here to welcome the new queen of Vegas.
I mean, they put money into this. This went on for like a minute and a half, this whole show here. Here she comes. Rise. But then she walks straight down and she goes to a guy with a mic, hugs him, and leaves, leaving him confused. So here she is walking down the red carpet. She's about to hug the man with the mic who she's supposed to do an interview with right here. And then waves goodbye and walks her ass out to her SUV and gets in it. Watch how confused he is. He's like, what am I supposed to do? You can read the confusion all over his face, and then he recovers, but you can tell this was not part of the plan.
The one and only Britney Spears. She did that. You better work, baby.
So what you may not know is that right before that, she had been so excited that her Vegas residency was ending because she wanted the entire summer off to spend it traveling with her boys, and she was promised it. And her team told her, yes, you can have it. But then she was backstage one day. She writes, as I was in my dressing room changing in between acts, someone from my team said, hey, yeah, so you're gonna go on tour this year after Vegas ends. We can't just end in Vegas. We have to end it on a tour this summer. That wasn't the deal, I said. I told you, I'm taking the kids to Maui. Then she says, the conversation escalated quickly as it usually did when I tried to negotiate. Finally, my team member said, if you don't go on tour, you will end up in court because you have a contract. I realized they were threatening me and they knew how triggering court would be for me. So Britney decided to rebel, and here's what she has to say about that day announcing that tour in Vegas. I walked down the stairs in my high heels to work, bitch, and I signed a few autographs for fans, but then I did something unexpected. I walked past the cameras. I kept walking until I got into an SUV and left. I said nothing. I did not perform. If you were watching, you were probably wondering, what just happened? What you didn't see was that my father and his team were trying to force me to announce the show. I'd said I didn't want to announce it because, as I'd been saying for months, I didn't want to do it. Once I made it clear I wasn't going to keep doing Vegas, my family made me disappear. Shortly after this little stunt that she pulled, she was put into the Bridges rehab facility against her will, and come back for the next part on that because I'm going to make a whole video on what happened in Bridges.